Alright, welcome to another episode of our daily charting sessions. Before we start, I'd like to apologize kung merong konting background noise. May ginagawa kasi rito near us and there's really not much I can do. Hindi ko na pwede pa-shut down yung construction. So, pasensya na kung may konting distraction along the way, no? I'll try my best to speak over the noise if necessary. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam, what we do in this series is we take a look at 5 trending names or I take chart requests and then titingin tayo ng 5 pangalan and yun yung magiging laman ng video natin, no? So, para wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa, let's start. Start tayo sa TUGS. So, TUGS was a chart that was requested. Okay, so shout out doon sa nag-request. So, sa TUGS, ang nangyayari ngayon is price is currently consolidating within this range. So essentially, the range is about 1.01 hanggang mga 1.10, more or less. Okay? You can consider yung mga ganitong konting lagpas as possible overshoots. Overshoot meaning it tried to trade above it pero it was quickly reversed. Okay? So you can treat these as possible overshoots until proven otherwise. So if you are looking to accumulate ng TUGS, then what you don't want to see for me is mag-break siya talaga is below here pa, itong level na to. So that's 82 cents. That's why mahirap mag-accumulate right now. Kasi buying here, meron tayong support at 95 and even if you broke below 95, meron ka pang area dito where price previously consolidated at. Parang ang daming areas of possible support. So it's hard to assess the validity of the trade. Okay? Those who have been following me know na ayoko yung mga random na basta pag 5% na stop na lang or basta pag 10% na stop na lang. I like it kapag may technical reason for the stop, and for this particular chart, the technical reason to stop out is 82 cents, unfortunately, no? Yes, you can say na kapag nag-below 1.01 cut na ako, pero pwede rin kasi mangyari is kung meron tayong overshoots on this side, pwede rin tayong mag-overshoot dito, then babalik na naman. Like so. So since mahirap siya, personally, I would avoid it. But again, if you are trying to accumulate this na dahan-dahan, this is where my invalidation would be. And if we can break above 1.16, okay, above this, then I think we try to go for 1.3. Okay, that said, marami pa siyang resistance na dadaanan. It's not gonna be an easy path for TUGS. Okay, so konting ingat lang. Kung nag-accumulate, maybe just try to be patient, slow down, tas dagdag na lang if yung signs mag-point na towards your bias. Okay? Next, let's take a quick look at MRC. So, MRC, ang nangyari today was so, meron tayong cup and handle pattern dito sa MRC, no? Tapos nagkaroon ng isa pang ganyan. So, essentially parang, I don't know what you wanna call this. Parang yung likod ng alligator or ng crocodile, di ba? So may ganyan tayo. Essentially, ascending triangle. Okay? We broke out of it here. Tapos, what happened was, nauntog tayo sa resistance. So saan natin nakuha tong resistance na to? It was from this low. This low and that low. Nauntog tayo sa resistance. Today, we tried to break above it. This candle. Pero di kinaya. Nag-close tayo below. So there's the possibility na if you're bullish MRC, na mangyayari is babalik muna siya rito sa top end nito kung saan na tayo naghanap ng previous resistance. Maybe turn this into support. Okay? Turn that into support. Then from there, kung mag-hold tong area na to, maybe we push higher, come back here, see if it holds there, then see if we can push higher onwards. But even if we push higher sa MRC, no, as you can see, meron pang mga resistances along the way. Meron dito sa around 37. Actually, meron din dito. Marami siyang possible na resistances. So, you need to watch out for that para lang hindi kayo magugulat. Okay, so let's fix those para if you want to screenshot it or anything or take note of it, pwede nyong gawin for your notes. Okay, so 37 to 38.5, may isang area pa of possible resistance na kung mag-breakout man yung price at mag-hold na siya above 33, baka dyan tayo next na makahanap ng matinding untog. Okay, if pati yung 38.5 mabasag natin, then I think medyo may minor resistance tayo here Actually, hindi rin pala ganun ka-minor. May resistance tayo dito sa 41, then finally 44.5, no? So that's what you want to watch out for if you want to trade MRC. Again, papaalala ko lang, don't think na just because it broke out of a pattern, kailangan ma-ignore na niya lahat ng resistance. If we expect supports to hold, then we must also expect resistances to hold. Hindi pwedeng yung isa without the other. Parang same concept lang yun eh, di ba? Okay, so that's what you need to be careful for if you want to trade MRC. Before we continue, I'd like to take this time na paalala lang na if this video is helpful to you, if may natututunan kayo or you find na nakaka-assist siya sa pag-trade nyo or sa pagbasa nyo ng charts, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like. Okay, next let's take a quick look at everyone's favorite, ASEN. So ASEN, from yesterday, walang nagbago, no? We were saying na nauuntog tayo dito sa 10.09 na area and we're so far finding it hard to break out from that high. Okay? Now, may nag-comment yesterday na hindi naman daw siguro ito babalik ng 7 or 8. Again, it is never my intention or parang hindi ko naman hinuhulaan na babalik to ng 8 or 7 or anything. I don't try to guess. I'm just trying to prepare myself para kung mangyari man ng isang specific scenario, then ready ako para mag-trade ng maayos. So, again, if we come back to this area, something like that, mag-hold to, then maybe that's what we need for the next possible push higher. If we break that, tapos ito naman yung next na habulin natin, as I was saying kahapon, mas malalim, hindi pa rin naman super bad, but it's not looking as peachy, no? I'm sure maraming magte-take profit kung ganun kalalim yung ginawa niyang dip. But again, if mabasag niya tong 8.4, itong ilalim na to, okay? Baka bumalik tayo dito sa white zone, tas yan na yung last area. Feeling ko, if we break below tong white zone na to, medyo delikado na talaga. Again, if you're asking me, do I think it's gonna do it? Well, not in the short to mid-term. I don't think so. But again, we want to prepare ourselves for anything that the market can throw at us para if it does happen, ready tayo. But again, that said, bullish pa rin naman yung itsura ng chart ng ASEN, and if you're a holder, if you have ASEN, just be sure na sundan lang yung discipline nyo sa trail stops or whatever that you're using to make sure to lock in your profits. Okay? If you're using trail stops, if you're using partial profit taking along the way, whatever. Okay? Basta yun lang. Titignan lang natin yon, then a-assess natin from there kung kailangan na ba natin mag-take profit or mukhang tutuloy pa. Next, let's take a look at Converge, no? So, Converge actually very similar to ASEN yung nangyayari sa kanya. The charts are not similar, pero yung nangyayari medyo pareho. Meaning, we are consolidating within this range, tong pink na box na to. Okay? Very, very tight range. So, that's 31.30 something, 31.35 hanggang 32.3, no? Obviously, if we break higher, breakout traders are gonna step in, see if they can push it higher. Kumbaga, if momentum can push it higher para makakuha ng profits along the way. Halong scalp, tsaka mga nagdadagdag, tsaka kung ano-ano pa banding klaseng traders yung mangyayari nun. If we pull back, I feel like itong 30 to 28.95 na area is still a healthy area to pull back into. However, if we break below tong 28.95 or 29 na area, then there's a possibility na makabalik tayo sa etong area of consolidation na to, or maybe even all the way sa support at 26.3. We do need to remember na meron pa tayong unfilled gap dito. Okay? And a lot of gaps do tend to get filled. I'm not saying all of them do. I'm not saying this one will. I'm just saying that a lot of gaps tend to get filled. So that's just something that we need to watch out for in case na mangyari para handa tayo. But in the short term, I think na a healthy pullback into this white zone tas consolidate konti before attempting to push higher might be good. It might give the momentum needed, yung kumbaga the legs that the momentum needs to push higher. Kasi right now, mahirap humabol sa totoo lang. So kunyari wala ka pang hawak, you might not be overly eager to jump into Converge in the hopes lang na mag-breakout siya dahil yung risk-reward hindi ganun kaganda. Kasi your stop will need to go below this at minimum eh. Diba? Your stop will need to go below that at minimum. So, hindi natin alam saan ito pwede pumunta. So, mahirap i-assess yung risk-reward ng maayos. So, again, a pullback might be healthy. Let's see what happens as we move forward, no? Then let's take a look at MWIDE. Okay, so MWIDE is another requested stock. So what's happening sa MWIDE is essentially it's consolidating within this range here. Let me draw that out. Okay, more or less. It's consolidating within this Y area, and similar sa drenowing natin sa TUGS kanina, potential overshoots here, potential overshoot there, and so on. Okay, so if you pull this back, if you pull that back, okay, something like that, no? Potential overshoots here, 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 and here. So, kung nagtatry mag-ipon ng MWIDE, ganun din, yung issue remains the same. Just let me take out yung volume para mas clear, no? For me, the clear stop is, yung invalidation is here. Ang layo, di ba? Yes, you could say na, basta pa nag-break below to, pangit na, pwede rin naman. In the case of MWIDE, mas gusto ko yung ganong logic rather than sa MRC just because malayo pa talaga yung potential na next support level ng MWIDE. Okay? So, in this case, pwede if it breaks below 5.9, cut na. But again, the issue remains na, okay, meron tayong unfilled gap dito, meron tayong unfilled gap dyan. So, baka dun siya maguntog, tapos, so, kunyari, bumaba to, we go down, mag-fill yung gap, tapos biglang pumitik, tapos na-fake out, di ba? Yun yung mahirap na issue sa mga ganito. But again, if you want to consolidate, if you want to accumulate MWIDE and believe na it's bullish, it's gonna push higher soon, just maybe try to accumulate within the range, tapos assess nyo lang kung paano kayo mag-i-stop, kung anong magandang plano na pwede nyong i-implement to take into account na yun nga, pwedeng mag-fill ng gap, then mag-run agad pataas. So that's just something that you need to watch out for. And the next thing you need to watch out for is we do have resistance dito sa 6.54 na area. And that resistance is gotten from this, nag-resist, support, resist, support. Dito nag-resist din siya. So it's a decent area, no, to watch out for. Itong 6.54. It's a decent area to watch out for and to be wary of in case na tinatry nyo nga itong i-trade. Baka pagka kunwari nakapasok man tayo dito sa consolidation, it tries to move to the upside. Baka iniisip nyo, breakout na, sumunod tayo 6.54, then bumaksak lang ulit. So that's something that you want to be careful of and to just keep in mind para kung sakali man na nakakuha kayo sa mababang end ng range and it starts going to the upside, alam nyo kung saan kayo pwede magbantay ng potential na untog. Okay? So guys, dyan na po tayo nagtatapos, no? Maraming salamat po sa panonood. And as always guys, good luck and happy trading!